Alright, round one. We've got the choice. Definitely playing first since we're on the beatdown plan. I'm going to keep this despite being a land-heavy hand and us being aggro. I just don't think it's worth mulliganing. I mean, we actually can use a lot of mana, you know, to flip our Woolly Loxodons and stuff. So we could get lucky, draw a lot of 2-drops. Yeah, I just don't feel like it's worth mulliganing that hand, despite being land heavy. It's really just boils down to, I think I just hoping to draw a bunch of 2-drops. It's kind of the double-edged sword of these types of aggressive decks, where it's like you don't want to mulligan because, you know, you're trying to get a bunch of creatures out fast, but you don't want to keep land-heavy hands because then you're not applying pressure. It's really like, it's difficult. Alright, Seeker the way. Alright, that was actually a pretty reasonable draw. So let's get our expert down there. I think we're just going to try and race this Seeker because I'm creature light in my hand right now, so I'd prefer to not trade if possible. But let's see if he attacks. Alright, so I guess he wants to trade, but... Ooh. Unfortunately, I can't do the War Shrieker and into the Flayer, but that's okay. Let's just go ahead and swing, and then we'll drop our Flayer. Well, if you're not gonna... that seems strange. Well, I'm glad he didn't block, to be honest. Because I feel like with these burn spells in hand, I'm better off just getting a bunch of creatures down and then attempting to win that way. If only War Shrieker gave me 4 mana. If he attacks with Seeker, I'm absolutely not blocking. Jeez, it's pretty powerful. So, I'm going to lose some life here, but that's alright. I think well, I was debating doing the War Shrieker. Oh, yeah, okay. Well, yeah. We can still do War Shrieker. Okay, so I'm doing War Shrieker into Highland game. We need to develop our board state here, so play the land, make sure we get our raid active, so I have to attack with my Bloodfire Expert. And then we'll do War Shrieker. I have to keep a green mana open. Get that ramp, then we'll play Highland game. Which admittedly is not the most exciting ramp. But we did progress our board quite a bit, so I'm cool with that. He's also missing his land drops, which helps. Alright. So, curious whether he'll attack here or not. And then I'm also curious if I'm going to block or not. I think I do actually trade with the War Shrieker, because it would put me pretty far ahead on the board with 2 burn spells in hand. So I feel like it's probably worth it. But maybe I want to keep all my creatures. I guess we'll find out. Maybe it is better to trade off the War Shrieker here with the double burn spell. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. So I'm going to do a trade that I'm not thrilled about, but I think ultimately it's going to be worth it. I guess he could play that 5-drop thing that kills all my 2 toughness guys, and that would really suck, but too late now. I don't think it's time to use Arrow Storm yet, so we just keep up the burn away for the first creature he plays. Could also do Dead Drop, but cannot do too much about that either. Oh, looks like he got his Dead Drop. Hopefully not Dead Drop. I'm really just hoping it's a creature instead. Alright, good. That's much better. And a Morph guy. Well, I think maybe we have to kill both? Which one do I prefer to burn? I guess the Scavenger. Because if I just burn the Morph, well, might have to do both, huh? Unfortunately, that's a draw that's really going to hurt us. We needed to progress the board this turn to apply more pressure, but I'm in a tough spot now, so... Yeah, it's just a pretty tough spot. I guess I just swing. Hopefully, I guess, trade here. I don't know. I don't know. Could be the lifelinker. I think we just wait. I know he's going to get value off the morph. I don't think Arrow's storming a morph. At least if he morphs it, it'll keep his, he'll lifelink, but it'll waste his turn. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'm having a hard time here. I needed to draw action that last turn to really apply more pressure. All right. Well, unfortunately, that's a big deal against us right now, too. Yeah, unfortunately, that's going to be a big deal, too. So a lot of unfortunate things about this game, unfortunately, just unfolded. We can't attack well anymore. Our spell doesn't really do that much. We allowed him to gain life. A lot of negatives. That was a bad one to draw. A lot of bad things happening now, so not sure what to do about that. Yeah, I guess we just have to hang out. I could burn his 2-1. It doesn't feel worth it. I kept a 5-lander, so maybe I have to mulligan him in the future. I really don't like doing that. I really hate doing that, as a matter of fact, but I just, it's just one of those things. The 5-landers, you know, do you snap mull them? You can't snap mull them. I don't know. It's tough. I'm not happy with it, but I don't know what to do. Alright, so I could burn away to get an extra prowess damage in, but I don't want him to re-equip his Ghost Blade, so I'm just going to take a bad trade, gain some life. Hold up the burn away for when he attacks. Yeah, I guess I let him steal it before I use burn away. That makes sense. Oof. I was really hoping he missed there. I was just hoping he was re-equipping, so that's tough. Well, that's something, all right. Guess I swing. Oh, beautiful. Equipped the wrong one. So I guess technically I can Aerostorm his token and get in for 4, but another draw there would have been really good, I think. But I'm not sure what to do now. Yeah. You know, really a non-creature spell there would have been just really nice. Guess I can Aerostorm and attack him for 4. And then I guess we do have one more Aerostorm we could technically draw. Alright, that's the best I got. So I'm going to play to my out here. So I'm going to kill this guy, bring my guy up to 4 power. Attack for 4, draw an Aerostorm, and then attack and Lava Axe. That's my way to win this, so I'm going to go for that. Could also draw Woolly Loxodon, which I can hard cast. Could also draw the Tusked guy, which would be really good. So actually, there's just a lot of good draws that I'm not drawing, I think. Yeah, there's actually plenty of good draws I could be getting instead of the lands. Oh, geez. That guy's good. Hopefully we get the Aerostorm off the top. That would be nice. Even even our 6/7s now are pretty good. So he can deal 3 damage to us, bringing us to 2. He can still... Oh, Swift Kick. Alright. So I guess Aerostorm's not an out anymore. Woolly... shouldn't he have attacked first? Alright, that was a horrible draw, unfortunately. Any spell, I guess, would have been a little bit nicer than a land there, so that really sucks. But what can you do? Kept a 5-lander, so... Unfortunately saw a distribution that was too many lands in addition to the 5 we opened with, so that sucks, but it happens. Maybe I should have been more mindful of a mull there. I don't know. I don't think so. I think I just was banking on drawing better this game. So let's try again. Hopefully draw a little bit better. Naturalize can break his equipment, but is that going to take away from our aggressiveness? I think it would. So I don't think I'm going to go for the naturalize his ghost thing. I think I would prefer to just try and beat down. So let's try it again. Hopefully see a few less lands and a few more creatures. play first. And, yeah, well, I mean, this is actually okay. We don't have a red source, but both of these are morph creatures, so we don't need the red source immediately. Admittedly, with all the 2-drops I have, I really would like to see some 2-drops, but seem to be having some difficulty opening those. Alright, it's actually pretty reasonable too. So definitely do the Horde Ambusher first, since we can still activate it too. Not quite the land I was looking for. Alright. 2 mana, 2/1. Not too bad. Can attack into it. Possibly awaken the bear if we have to. That was a nice draw. Alright. Let's get in. Then next turn the Woolly Loxodon is going to morph up sooner than later, so that's good too. No blocks. Also very good for us. He also missed his land drop, which is what we're looking for right now. Right. Alright. Accept. Alright, this is actually a reasonable draw there too. So I dig that. See if we have to awaken the bear this turn. Because I guess technically next turn I can both unmorph this and unmorph this. I actually like that too, him not doing anything, so we'll just deal our damage and then we'll play a Bloodfire Expert and pass. And that allows us to unmorph this and this next turn and potentially get a nice big assault. Alright, no big deal there. He did gain some life, which is reasonably good for him, but could be worse. Alright, found his 4th color. I wonder which one's the splash color. Or if he just has a crazy mana base that's working out for him. I just hope he doesn't kill this guy. Oh, okay. It's actually pretty acceptable. If he's going for a race. Yeah, this is good. This is good for us. So now I think we can just do the double morph plan like we wanted to. Although at this point we don't even need to really do that with the awake. Well, yeah, I guess it's worth it. So what we're going to do is play a land. We're going to unmorph this guy to make that guy unable to block. Then we're going to unmorph this. We're going to get in for 11, bringing him to 5, which allows us to Aerostorm for the win next turn. So, alright. Seems like a good plan. So, reveal Aerostorm. You can't block. We swing. I'm trying to think if I can deal more with the Awaken the Bear. This pumps this to 4, 7, 9, 11. I still wouldn't be able to do the Aerostorms till next turn, so I think the best move is just to go ahead and unmorph. So get in for a bunch of damage this turn. and then finish him off with Aerostorm next turn. I like it. Seems pretty good. Big fan of Woolly Loxodon. Great card. Very efficiently costed. Like where it comes into play early as a morph dude and then ends up being a very solid win con later. So very good. I would have kind of liked this guy, I guess. Just a concession. All right. So I still don't have a sideboard. I guess Blazebringer technically and Shatter and Naturalize and all that, but once again, it's just I'm not really feeling them. I guess the Blazebringer would up my creature count, which is good, but I don't really like this card. One attack just is not good enough, in my honest opinion. Let's try this again. We still have not gotten the 2-drop heavy hand, so I'm hoping in Game 3 we can really capitalize on that. Yeah, this is a good hand. This is totally in line with what I'm trying to do with here, so. Two drops are what I asked for, and I got them, so. Ghost Fireblade turn 1, that's okay. Land there is actually a good draw too, since it's going to let us morph in our Horde Ambusher, ideally for a nice opportune attack. It's got, oh, rare on turn 2. That's pretty powerful. Let's open it with a Highland game, I think. It's going to be a little difficult to beat the Death Dealer, but I'll try my best. It's going to be tough. That was a nice turn progression on his part. One drop into 2-drop rare into attack for 4 on turn 3. That is difficult to beat, I admit. It's going to be pretty difficult. That helps, but don't have any 4 toughness guys currently, which makes it slightly worse. But still, going to just try our best here. That's all I can do. This guy's mana base is working pretty well for him, I gotta say. Game 1 we saw a lot of the enter the battlefield tap lands, but Game 2 and now Game 3 he's having no real issues seeing all of his basic lands. And he's like 4-color too, which is kind of crazy. Alright, so he's just going for straight beatdown. Alright. It's acceptable. Could be worse. At least we're cracking back for like a little bit of damage while still simultaneously progressing our board. Man, wish I could play that. Yeah, missing a land drop here hurts a little bit, but not much I can do about it. So I think we just continue to swing in. He can't get trample, right? Okay, good. So eventually I'm going to have to start chump blocking that guy, but for now we're definitely in progress board state mode. Jeez, it's pretty rough. So unfortunately for us, he's going to have lethal next turn, which is pretty bad. Admittedly, it's pretty bad. But I still think I have to salt as much as I can. Oh, that was such a bad draw. Okay. Well, it was a rotten draw, but I can't do anything about it. I guess we reveal that can't block. We get him for 4. We leave back the Highland game. Is that right? Maybe I get in for 6. And then drop a Smoke Teller just to chump block. Yeah, could work. feel like getting in 6 damage here is kind of important, but we're in a tough spot. We're in a really tough spot here. I don't like it. So let's reveal the Prowler, I guess. Make it so this can't block. Get in for some damage. And then we have to play a blocker and hope he doesn't have any removal. So hoping for some serious things here, but we'll see if we can't get lucky. If he only attacks there, then I'll just take 4. Because, yeah, I think this is actually better for us, to be honest. Alright, could be worse. Land there would have been really helpful, but no land, not as helpful. So I guess I can swing with 3 guys. I don't really like that. Guess we swing at the Highland game, the ambusher and the... Well, I don't like that either. Yeah, 4th land would have been really important for that Sultai Flare. So that is truly unfortunate. But I think that I think our best play is to swing with game, ambusher, and smoke teller. Deal 4 to him, play another blocker in case he attacks with both. Awaken the Bear would have been a pretty insane drop as well. Alright. Then I guess we just do a Loxodon. I could get an act of treason off the top if he doesn't kill me this turn. Alright, so we lost, but we actually had a reasonable... if we had drawn lands there, I really do think we could have won this one. But we just missed lands, I think, 2 or 3 turns in a row. So just the classic, you know, game 1, flooded, game 2, win, game 3, mana screwed. So unfortunate. I'm not happy about it, but I can't do anything about it. So I have to unhappily accept a loss here. Let's see what we draw. Well, we're getting a 4th land, but that wasn't going to really allow us to play that, I guess. But Act of Treason was only 4 turns away or something like that. 3 turns away. So we had our out, just didn't see it. Needed lands, didn't see them. All right, I'll see you round 2.